My best friend was so jealous of my wealthy life that she used dark magic to swap bodies with me, convinced she was stealing a fairy tale, completely unaware she had just trapped herself in a living nightmare. To understand why she cursed herself, you have to look at the lie everyone believed. I was the girl who married rich straight out of college, living a pampered life of afternoon tea and unlimited allowances. Vivian, on the other hand, worked in a factory, married an ordinary man, and let herself go physically. The envy ate her alive until one day, I woke up staring into a mirror at her bloated, pale face and greasy hair. I was trapped in her body. I ran to my villa, gasping for air in her sluggish, heavy frame, only to be stopped at the gate by my own servant scolding me for vomiting. Then I saw her, my own body, standing behind the gate wearing my face, but with a smirk that belonged entirely to Vivian. She didn't deny it. She gloated that she had used a trick to swap our souls permanently, stealing my rich wife life and condemning me to rot in her misery. She laughed, telling me no one would believe me and that she could crush me like an ant if I tried to fight back. I tried to warn her. I grabbed her hand and told her gently that my life wasn't the paradise she imagined, that she was making a mistake. But she shoved me away, blinded by greed and hatred, insisting she was finally happy. I sighed, looking at the face that used to be mine, and asked one last time if she was sure. She said yes, completely oblivious to the hell she had just volunteered for. Vivian declared she would never return my body even if she died, unaware that she was begging to keep a life I had been desperate to escape. To understand why I walked away without a fight, you have to see the ruins I inherited. I agreed to the swap, leaving the villa behind and stepping into Vivian's apartment, which looked less like a home and more like a crime scene. Takeout boxes festered on tables, dirty laundry carpeted the floor, and chairs lay toppled as if a hurricane had passed through. It was disgusting, but for the first time in years, I felt a spark of control. I spent the entire afternoon scrubbing away her rot, transforming the disaster zone into something livable, proving that while she could steal my face, she couldn't steal my discipline. Just as I finished, the front door opened, revealing Cedric, Vivian's husband. He froze, staring at the clean apartment and then at me with genuine shock. He wasn't the monster I expected. He was tall, gentle-looking, and completely baffled by the concept of his wife cleaning. When I told him dinner was ready, he looked at me like I was an alien. We sat down to a simple meal I had cooked, a stark contrast to the elaborate, soul-crushing banquets I used to cater for my wealthy in-laws who treated me like a servant. Cedric devoured the food in silence, but the way he looked at me wasn't with disdain. It was with curiosity, and for the first time in a long time, I felt something dangerous. Peace. He looked up from his empty plate, his ears turning red, and asked if I was finally going to leave him, completely unaware that the woman he was trying to set free wasn't the wife he married, but the woman who was falling in love with his kindness. To understand why this moment shattered me, you have to realize that Cedric thought he was talking to Vivian, a woman desperate to escape her ordinary life. He confessed he couldn't give me the luxury my best friend had, offering me a divorce if I wanted a wealthier future, but promising to treat me well if I stayed. His humility was a stark contrast to the rich, cold husband I had just escaped. I realized then that Vivian had traded a diamond for a stone. I looked him in the eye, accepted my new reality, and told him I was wrong before, choosing to build a life with him instead. He took the dishes from my hands, calling me my love for the first time, and the warmth of it lingered long after he left for work. Alone, I confronted the physical toll of Vivian's neglect, layers of fat and sluggishness, and immediately drafted a strict weight loss plan. But my peace was interrupted by a taunting video message from Vivian, parading around in my old body, draped in diamonds and designer gowns, mocking me from my former walk-in closet. She thought she was gloating, but she was only confirming her ignorance. I laughed, sent a cryptic warning to cherish the present, and blocked her. The next morning, I woke up at 5 a.m., my internal discipline overriding Vivian's lazy habits. I went for a run, reclaiming this body as my own. When I returned, breathless and lighter in spirit, I spotted a pair of men's running shoes by the door, hinting that Cedric might not be the only one making changes in this new chapter of our lives. Welcome to share your feelings in the comments section. Remember to like and subscribe, and if you want to see more story content, please check out the other videos on my channel.